All right, so the news of Travis Scott performing at this year's Super Bowl, it's been circulating around for, a few weeks. But now details are surfacing most recently that in order for him to perform at this year's Super Bowl, the NFL has to donate to a charity of his choice for $500,000, right? So the NFL has to donate to a charity of his choice for $500,000. It turns out, according to Ebro, which I don't like, Ebro is trying to play the the honorable hip hop spokesman now, or hip hop spokesperson. He's saying that the charity, which I forget the name of the charity that Travis Scott wants the NFL to donate to off the top of my head, but it looks like the charity is tied into one of the controlling factors of white supremacy, which is the Rothschild family. So that's according to Ebro. I have not really looked into that, but what I really wanted to talk about was also with Travis Scott was Big Boi. Big Boi is slated. So Big Boi, Travis Scott are slated to join Maroon 5. They dug up Maroon 5. They tried to get somebody relevant because nobody wanted to perform of stature, of respectability at this year's Super Bowl. Big Boi, I'm very disappointed, man. Big Boi is slated to perform at this year's Super Bowl. I mean, me being a huge fan of Outkast, since the 90s, since their first album, you know what I'm saying? Disappointed. Like, I understand this year's Super Bowl is in Atlanta. You're from the ATL, I get it, but if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, brother. So I hope you reconsider that, man. And on top of that, Travis Scott apparently was supposed to check in with Colin Kaepernick to speak with him about performing. And it turns out, allegedly, according to Ebro, that they never spoke. So Travis Scott made up his own mind to perform. I hope Big Boi reaches out to Colin Kaepernick and try to get a mutual understanding of why are you performing, brother? Are you short for money? I mean, you tour. I know Big Boi tours all the goddamn time. So touring money is where it's at. So I don't know what it is, man. I hope you reconsider that. The NFL, of course, again, is an organization that is an old white billionaires club that pushes the white supremacist propaganda on black NFL players, aka $1 million slaves. Check out the book, The Slave Side of Sundays by Anthony Pryor. Breaks it all the way down. The Slave Side of Sundays by Anthony Pryor. I have it in my older videos, man. He breaks a lot of shit down about $1 million slaves in the NFL, man. You can be a slave and still get paid millions of dollars. Facts. So it is what it is, man. And we all know the history of Colin Kaepernick and NFL, so I'm not gonna regurgitate that. If you don't know, just Google it. Colin Kaepernick, NFL. So, and I haven't watched the NFL in about 3 years, basically. So I don't care what's going on with the NFL, but me scrolling through social media, Instagram, and finding out that Big Boi is slated to perform for this year's Super Bowl is very disappointing. Very disappointing. I'm not too mad at Travis Scott. When he said stuff about Mike Brown and that I'm paraphrasing, but he said something about Mike Brown deserved what he got coming to him because he put himself in that circumstance or something like that, something to that effect. He shouldn't have been in that circumstance or caused the issue for him to get shot. Well, here's the thing about that, Travis Scott. White society puts themselves in bad predicaments all the time, and they don't get shot. They don't get arrested. If there's something does happen to them by so-called law enforcement officers, they get a slap on the wrist. Case in point, the video that's been circulating around recently where this big troglodyte bastard, 6'5" demon punched an 11-year-old black girl. And all he got was a goddamn misdemeanor charge, if I believe. Some real low-level accusation, some low-level charge, I should say. Low level. He's still alive. He's still breathing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about, man. White society always does dastardly behavior. You know, mass shootings, all kinds of stuff, and nothing happens to them in terms of them being killed or murdered or whatever the case may be. We see it all the time. So, you know, it is what it is. But going back to Big Boi, like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed with the Big Boi, man. I hope you reconsider that performance with performing at this year's Super Bowl. I hope you reconsider that, man. You know, it's all good. All money ain't good money. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So, yeah, fam, those are my quick thoughts about that. Leave your comments down below. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, my wife is basically planning to watch the Super Bowl. She's planning to watch it. She went out and bought a goddamn grill and talking about she's gonna make food, and I'm not with that shit. I told her I don't give a fuck about no NFL. Fuck that. You know, you know. But it is what it is, man. You know, people. You know, just people, just especially black society. You know, they just follow suit. You know what I mean? We're socially engineered and programmed to do and say things and follow traditions and things of that nature. It is what it is, man. So, but like I said, I haven't watched the NFL in 3 years. Don't care to watch it. Could care less about it. You know, the only hardcore sport I watch, and y'all know this, is boxing. That's the only I'm a hardcore boxing fan. So I watch from day to day, you know, videos, and everything. So that's the only sport I care about is boxing, because I'm a hardcore fan and I study the sport. So other than that, man, those are my quick thoughts about Big Boi and Travis Scott performing. Let me know your comments down below in the comment section, family. Until next time, follow me on social media on IG at GMOG Media TV. Chauncey signing out. Peace.